Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. I'm Jackson Vunganyi. This week on the Red Carpet, we chat with Ghanaian musician Edem, who is on tour in the United States. And we'll chat with founders of Ini Gallery on their mission to showcase artworks that highlight the African experience. Plus, Tanzanian filmmaker and conservationist Aika Kirei talks to me about creating environmental content for young kids. Let's begin the show. Idris Elba will star in and executive produce a TV series adaptation of Nigerian writer Chinua Achebe's iconic novel, Things Fall Apart. Elba will portray Okonkwo, the protagonist and leader of the Igbo village of Mofia, who struggles with his intolerance for weakness amidst the arrival of British missionaries and the onset of colonial rule. Elba's new production company, Two Summers, will co-executive produce the series with David Oyelowo and Achebe Masterworks, the estate managed by the late novelist family. Achebe's Things Fall Apart is a seminal work in global literature revered for its portrayal of pre-colonial African culture and its critique of colonial narratives. NBA legend and Hall of Fame center Dikembe Mutombo died of brain cancer at the age of 58. The Congolese American center, who was popular for his finger wagging after blocking opponents, received the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award 4 times. Mutombo retired from professional basketball in 2009, spending much of his post-basketball career as an ambassador for the sport. As a philanthropist and humanitarian, Mutombo started the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation to improve living conditions in his native Democratic Republic of Congo, spending $15 million of his own money to build a hospital in honor of his mother in the DRC. Edem Hoto, an award-winning Ghanaian musician who is popularly known by his musical alias Edem, recently participated in a multiple-city US tour where he was promoting a newly released international collaboration. Let's check it out.
Go get 'em. Go get 'em.
Edem is among a list of Ghanaian artists who have played a role in ensuring that music from the West African nation broke barriers across Africa. He has also contributed towards the growth of several acts who are internationally recognized, including Sakwede, who featured on his hit You Dey Craze single. During a recent visit to VOA, Edem said his new mission is to ensure that the world, including Americans, learn more about Afrobeats and how Ghanaian music is contributing to the growth of the African genre that is topping global musical charts.
It's a lot of work. It's a new market. It's a different playing field. And so I would say we are learning on the job. But most importantly, the wave is right. You know, the African wave is right. So it's the right time to surf and make sure that we represent who we are.
Besides touring the United States, the 2015 Black Canadian Awards winner uses his time to network and make music with reputable American artists, namely Grammy Award-winning producer Swizz Beatz and Jim Jones, the founder of the renowned Diplomats rap group, also known as Dipset.
As ambassadors of the culture, you still want to continue to tell people about this beautiful continent you're from. You know, so maybe we get together with Jim Jones and you're telling him about, you know, visiting the motherland, and you meet Swizz Beatz, you're telling him the same thing. And so it's a great way to continue to propagate who we are as a people, proud Africans, proud Ghanaians.
Edem is continuing his tradition of paving the way and mentoring upcoming musicians, such as Gambo, a 29-year-old award-winning Ghanaian rapper. Together with Jim Jones, they produced the hit single titled Drip, which has amassed over 1.2 million views on YouTube in a span of 2 months.
It's been an interesting run with my little brother Gambo. Very focused, very tunnel visioned, and being around the business, talent is important. Then hard work and focus and determination is like really an important acumen to have as an artist. And so I saw his fire I saw his abilities, and so we connected, and then we did it in Ghana, shot the drip video, blazed the country, shared stages, and then crossed over to continue to pursue the dream. And so when we connected with Jim and he loved the drip song, we're like, whoa, let's get it in.
While in the US, Gambo released his extended play 1MB project, which features a song with Edem titled Extinctions. The two artists are working on new music, which Edem says will feature Caribbean, American, and African artists. Mike Ove, VOA News, Washington.
From visual arts to culture, Ini Gallery is making waves in the global art world by showcasing works that highlight the African experience. VOA's Kali Abdu spoke with the founders of Ini Gallery, who are on a mission to amplify African voices through art.
Ini Gallery, an American-based African art gallery, has set out to not only celebrate African art, but also to position it as a valuable asset on the global stage. The founders believe that African art represents both cultural and financial value.
So it's quite interesting because over the years, when you think about asset class, you think about traditional things like stock, real estate. But art in its own right is an asset class in the sense that there's a store of value over time.
Hi, my name is Samantha Impumelelo Masego, and I am a South African contemporary artist. I was commissioned by Mr. Ope to make a portrait of Naomi Osala's famous trending butterfly tennis match moment.
The gallery's founders are working with African artists across various disciplines, helping them reach audiences beyond the continent. A key initiative of the gallery is its artist residency program, where select African artists are provided the space, resources, and opportunities to create and exhibit their work.
So essentially that's what we're doing. The program is going to run potentially with 2 artists every year, where we give artists from Africa an opportunity to come on board. We give them tools to do their work, get into the creative process and develop wonderful bodies of work without the stress of their normal day-to-day lives.
One of the gallery's featured works is a striking sculpture made from Nigerian coins by artist Ideolu Akpata, symbolizing both cultural heritage and economic history.
And it's actually made of coins. It's made of
Yeah, I could see that. Wow.
Kobo coins and Naira coins. And he creates a fiber image and molds coins around it. So for him, that's his medium, that's his specialty, and that's how he seeks to communicate his voice.
Ini Gallery also collaborates with institutions such as the Africa Center in London to promote African art and culture. The founders believe that African art is on a similar trajectory to the rise of Afrobeats music, rapidly gaining global recognition.
African art is here. African art is here to stay. I typically have conversations with people and I explain to them that the typical example that you can consider is the Afrobeats and the infusion of Afrobeats into hip-hop. And the fast rise of Afrobeats is also similar to the way, in our view, the arts world.
Through these initiatives, Ini Gallery aims to make African art accessible to collectors and enthusiasts worldwide, while continuing to foster an appreciation for the rich cultural narratives each piece carries. For VOA News, I'm Kali Abdu, reporting from Washington, D.C.
Tanzanian filmmaker Aika Kirei is the creator of the award-winning animated television series Chiku and Cope. She tells me that by using relatable characters and engaging narratives, the series has been able to reach thousands of primary school kids in Tanzania, educating them on conservation issues in an entertaining yet impactful way.
Chiku and Cope, what I really wanted was to talk about conservation, but to children, and to start that at an early age, because when you cultivate that interest and that care for the environment at an early age, children then grow up to be the adults who make the decisions about the environment, who live with the environment, who can actually help to kind of create policies that can create a better a conservation culture in the country. So that was really my target. And I made it in Kiswahili because we really don't have that content in Kiswahili.
Mama, ish. Wait, angalia, kuna chupa huku kote. Toe.
It's been amazing. We've taken it to many schools, screened it to thousands of children, and the feedback has always been we've learned a lot. We usually have Q&As before and after, and just the responses. We've had drawing sessions with the children, and just the learning and the knowledge, and you see the inspiration. We want to be like Chiku, we want to be like Cope, we want to protect our environment. So the response has been really amazing.
This approach to storytelling when addressing complex environmental issues involves breaking down the subject in a way that resonates with audiences and highlights the human impact. Aika tells me that a compelling environmental narrative is one that combines factual information with relatable experiences, creating an emotional connection that drives awareness and inspires change.
I think what makes a compelling environmental narrative is something that is relatable to the context where the story is being told. And it really needs to take into it has to be localized, and it has to really figure out what is the purpose, who are you talking to, and what story are you trying to tell. So once you've answered all those the questions, and also to figure out what is the issue at hand, I think you can really structure a story that is engaging and that can really reach a large number of people, depending on who you're trying to reach. Yeah.
Tanzania, like many East African countries, is known for its rich biodiversity and environmental challenges. Aika says that storytelling and media can play a crucial role in addressing these issues and promoting conservation efforts across the country.
Storytelling is key because there's a lot of research that has been done at university level with scientists. But how do you communicate that to the larger population? How do you share that in a way that how do you share the findings and that research in a way that is actionable and that can reach the people who actually are engaging with that that environment and those resources that have been talked about. So storytelling is really key in making that data meaningful and actually creating impact on the ground.
Beyond filmmaking, you are a National Geographic explorer. Can you tell us more about your exploration work and how it intersects with your passion for storytelling and environmental advocacy?
Yes, as a National Geographic explorer, I'm telling about freshwater conservation stories, which is under the World Freshwater Initiative, which at this stage, this phase, it's telling stories about the freshwater challenges in different areas around the world. So my focus was in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, looking at the lakes that used to be there and how they've changed over time. And it's been something that required a lot of research because we really don't have that documentation at the moment in our country. So the biodiversity is something that through this World Freshwater Initiative and through this documentary, it kind of looks at how the biodiversity has changed through human activity and the development of cities.
Thanks for watching VOA's Red Carpet. I'm Jackson Vunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voaafrica.com. We are also on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye everyone.